couple of other comments that I want to make, and then I'll take your questions. Because I suspect the first question somebody's going to ask me is about Senate Bill 44. I've allowed that bill to become law without my signature. Not because I thought the bill was good. You all know my views on it haven't changed. In the year since that bill was first put on my desk, there still hasn't been a single instance in Louisiana of a trans girl participating in sports. However, it was obvious to me after 2 years when both the House and the Senate passed it by more than a 2/3 vote, and with conversations I had with legislators, especially this year because the scope of the bill was reduced at least slightly when they took out intramural sports, that Senate Bill 44 was going to become law whether or not I signed it or vetoed it. And I think it's unfortunate, but it is where we are. And I hope we can all get to a point soon where we realize that these young people are doing the very best that they can to survive. I just think we can be better than that bill. And unfortunately, I believe that the folks, and this is a nationwide effort, y'all know it, whether it's intended or not, the effect is to send a strong message to at least some of these young people that they shouldn't be who they think they are, who they believe they are, who they know that they are. And I find that very distressing. I do believe that we can be better than that. And we shouldn't pretend that there's unfairness when there's not. It's not happening in Louisiana. But if we want to talk about fairness for women, why don't we talk about equal pay? Where we're dead last in the country in terms of what we pay women relative to what we pay men. Why don't we start there? It's real, it's documented, and it's happening here to a degree it's not happening anywhere else in the country. In 7 straight years, I have asked the legislature to address that. They can't do it. But they can address something that is non-existent. That is unfortunate. Yes, ma'am.
You just detailed that you thought the ban on transgender women and girls participating in sports is harmful to people who are vulnerable. Can you explain why it doesn't send a mixed message that you're not willing to veto the bill, even if you got overruled?
Well, I think I explained my rationale. It became very clear to me after 2 years seeing the votes on both sides and in the conversations that I had with a number of legislators that bill was going to become law, regardless of what I did. And I think acknowledging that reality is important. But at the same time, the way I feel about the bill hasn't changed. What I say about the bill hasn't changed. I'm hopeful that we can take that off the table and then now start to focus on other things.
Do you not think it would have sent a message to people who feel like this bill is going to harm them to have the highest elected official in the state say that he didn't approve
I hope
the bill?
the people who might feel that way receive the message that I just sent out.